Hello, everyone. My guest today is Vitaly Davidov. He is building a company called Adapty. He is the founder and CEO. They recently went through 500 startups and are helping people think about how to A/B test pricing and paywalls. Vitaly, you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah.
All right. So when did you guys launch the company?
So we launched the company in October 2019.
2019. When did you go through 500?
So we were applied at October 2020 and graduated just in February.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about why your brain is uniquely positioned to think about A/B testing and paywalls. Did you have some horror story in your past about pricing, or what's the background?
Yeah. So first of all, we're doing A/B testing and paywalls all about mobile and app purchases. It's pretty important. And it's all started back in 2016 when me and my co-founder were working at Easy10. So in 2016, Easy10 was a top 5 mobile language learning application. So it was pretty huge. And we were pioneers in mobile subscriptions. And I was the one responsible for price testing and user acquisition. And I think for the next 2 years, we tried everything possible. So, we bought a lot of traffic. We did different experiments from, different trials and etc. And one day we decided, we built an internal prototype, and we decided one day, hey, maybe we can build a different kind of business out of it. We solved our own problems and decided to build just a global product. And that's how we started adapting. So we have our own experience working with it.
So you launched in 2019. Now, did you build for a year with no customers, or did you have any revenue in 2019?
So because we started development in October, we didn't have any clients in 2019. And we got our first client in January 2020 with the first super early version. And during the next 4 months or even 5 months, we've been doing more, beta and testing, how we can do it, how we can manage it, and etc. And then we launched publicly on Product Hunt in June 2020. And since that, starting acquiring new users.
Tell me about the Product Hunt launch. How many upvotes did you get, and were you able to convert the Product Hunt users into paid customers?
It's a good question. It was a pretty, for us, it wasn't any kind of milestone. So we just decided, hey, maybe it would be cool to celebrate it with a Product Hunt launch. And so we created, creatives and just launched it. We didn't buy any upvotes, so we organically get over 500, as I remember, upvotes. I don't remember the exact number right now.
Yeah, it was it was healthy. You got about 405 upvotes.
Yeah, completely organical and healthy. And I think we got maybe 10 customers out of it. I really don't remember. I mean, back in this time, we didn't measure our marketing performance. So it was also almost all organic.
So I mean, how many customers are you serving today?
So we are serving a couple of hundred of mobile developers, and in total we serve over 2 million of subscribers. So because our clients are mobile apps with subscriptions, and we serve hundreds of them, and we serve over 2 million of end subscribers. I mean, physical people.
Yep. So you're mainly selling to the developer then, not a marketer?
I would say that we're selling to software companies, but our clients mostly are marketers, because Adapty is built for two kind of people. First of all, it's for developers, because we significantly increase the speed of deploying and implementing in-app subscriptions. And second, and mainly, it is built for marketers, because we can dramatically increase your conversion rates.
Yeah, but that sales process is very different. Selling Adapty to a marketer is very different than selling it to a developer. So when you look at people actually paying for your software, is it mainly the marketers, the CMOs, or is it mainly developers, the CTOs?
It depends on features that they want to use. So I think maybe it's 50-50 between CTOs and CMOs.
I see. Okay, got it. And again, serving 200 today. Now you have, obviously we have to talk about your pricing. After all, you are a pricing optimization tool. So you have a free plan and then a $99 per month plan and then sort of a pro plus option. What's the average customer paying you per month right now?
I'm not sure that I can disclose this information right now, if it's fine. But our plan is dynamic. I mean, pro plan is starting with the 99 per month, but it's extending more as you grow. So it has a dynamical point here.
Just to be clear though, so it's fair to say that all paying customers are paying more than $99 per month. Some of them are paying much more.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
So help me understand, again, a lot of SaaS founders when they launch, they don't know how to drive upsell revenue, or you're calling it dynamic revenue, right? What's the dynamic thing that you upsell against?
So our thing is a revenue. So we have some revenue threshold, which is 20K per month. And if you're a developer, you use Adaptive for 99 per month flat if you're below 20K. But after that, you pay $599 on every 1,000 if you're greater than 20K. Does that make sense?
Oh, wow. Yeah. And so I guess that's easy to explain to a new potential customer, but why did you decide to have that be like the driver? For example, I could say, look, a lot of our revenue growth has nothing to do with Adapty, but now I'm paying you $599 for all the extra revenue we're tracking. Like, this doesn't feel fair.
We believe it feels fair. And the reason is, as more you grow, as more technical issues you have, and as more, as bad it is for you to have any issues with your billing system, right? And as it's more harder to run experiments as you grow bigger and bigger. So that's why we believe our model is fair.
Mm-hmm.
If you compare 10K per month MRR versus 1 million per month MRR, they're completely different in how they grow, in server loads and etc. So yeah, we believe it's kind of fair. Of course, we provide the volume discounts as you grow super big. But yeah, we think it makes sense.
How much total MRR is flowing through your system currently?
I don't know. maybe over 20 million. I think even more.
Yeah, I mean, that's the number, right? If you grow that to hundreds of millions or a billion, I mean, that's obviously a great indicator for the business.
Yeah.
And did you build this? Did your old boss at the prior company you guys came from, are they paying for the software?
Sorry, what do you mean?
You guys said that you had this problem at your past company. So naturally, one of your first customers should have been your past company. Is your past company?
Yeah, of course. So
okay.
They joined. Of course, they joined as a first company, and they were testers, of course.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit more about the team. How many of you guys are there?
So now we're a team of 15 people. And by the way, on our landing page, you can find a page for a team and jobs, just in case. Yeah, and we're a team of 15 people and 3 founders. And all these guys with whom we founded the company, we worked before, and we founded a company before. So it's not our first company.
So 3 co-founders. How many engineers are on the team?
7.
7 engineers. Okay. And when the 3 of you guys came together to launch the business, I mean, the most dilutive event in any company's history is your co-founders. And then it's your seed round, usually. How did the 3 of you guys decide how to split equity?
I don't know. We just negotiated. I mean, it wasn't a big problem for us. So we just discussed, depending on our needs and responsibilities, and was just split it. So I think we did it pretty in a fair way.
Did you guys just do 30, 30, 30?
No.
Okay. So that's what I'm getting at, right? Explain why somebody would get a little bit more in terms of what value they're bringing to the business.
I think it depends on, again, responsibilities, because companies sometimes can live without somebody. So I strongly believe company cannot live without CEO. That's for sure. most companies cannot live without head of sales and CMOs, but probably you can live without, CTO. You can hire CTO. It depends on your business. That's super simple. So given these numbers and given this idea, you can calculate your equation.
Are all of your founders still active? Crunchbase only lists you and Kirill. Did you guys have a bit of a co-founder fallout? Who's the third co-founder?
Yeah, we didn't add the third co-founder. He's a VP of sales and CEO.
Oh, you added him later.
Yeah, a bit later. Maybe we added him in April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. That makes good sense. So 15 people on the team, 3 co-founders, 7 engineers. Do you have any quota carrying sales reps or no?
We have advisors, and we have some other guys like designers, Okay,
but you have no one full time that is managing a quota currently.
No.
Okay. Got it. Interesting. And then talk to me about how you funded the business. I think you've raised some from 500 startups. How much have you raised to date?
Yeah, so we started Bootstrap because it was our second company and we had some savings from our last company. Then we raised our pre-seed from 2 funds, 1 angel, and 500 startups.
And what year was that?
It was 500K.
In what year? Last year?
In 2020, right? In
2020.
August.
Yep. Okay, good. So raised 500K from 500 startups. And you keep talking about the prior company. I'd love to learn a little bit about that. What company did you guys work on before this?
Yeah, so we work at a company called Paywall Labs. It's probably hard to pronounce, but what we did is we did the consulting in machine learning, mostly for mobile apps. Mm-hmm. So we did things like chatbots, natural language processing, some things about computer vision, running and deploying machine learning models, all this mathematical and statistical stuff. And the reason is because we have a pretty strong degree in computer and data science. So it was kind of a logical way for us.
And Vitaly, when you take learnings from that company, plus your first 2 years in business here at Adapty, and you're looking at growing from 200 customers to 2,000 customers, how are you getting customers today? What's your CAC?
So there's a number of ways we can grow. First of all, for us, it's kind of important to grow via word of mouth because people know us and they tell other developers about how cool is our product, and it costs us nothing except of maybe technical support. We also use some organic growth. Again, people search for us. We do run G2 review campaigns. It's all pretty standard. I mean, we don't have anything special here. It's mostly organic.
Yeah, but organic's kind of an easy answer, right? When I hear someone tell me that it's just organic growth, it tells me they don't actually know how to pour fuel on the fire. They don't actually know where growth is coming from. They just say word of mouth and organic. So, I mean, have you identified things you can pour gas on to really drive faster?
I would say yes, but I don't want to disclose it.
Okay. Why is that? I mean, there's something you can teach us there without compromising, I guess, the business strategy?
I mean, it maybe it's pretty sensitive because we have a kind of a strong competitors here, but I would say that, just if you want to drive organic growth, which is, I believe it's kind of important for B2B and SaaS companies, do blog, run blog, run podcasts, run, just create useful information, and develop stickiness so people read it more, share it.
Yeah, but this idea is not revolutionary. Launching a blog is like playbook 101 stuff,
exactly.
Right? So how are you going to execute in a way that your competitors are not executing?
I mean, it's not a big secret how you grow. You just need to do it. That's my personal opinion and what I've been taught in 500 startups. I mean, you have pretty standard ways how you grow. I mean, run a blog. I understand that it sounds pretty simple, but when it comes to execution, you need to create a content plan. You need to understand what you need to write about. You need to do it in an interesting way, so people must read your content and understand. Maybe convert to paid subscribers and etc. And it's all very company specific. So there are tons of corporate internal secrets here. But in general, there's nothing special. You just need to do it and run as many experiments and as fast as you can. This, I think, is just a general idea around when you run a company, just try to do something fast. Not something, but everything.
Well, we can't do everything. We can certainly test fast and then keep the winners and then go from there.
Yeah, just test fast.
Yep. Vitaly, before we wrap up, I mean, can I take 200 customers times that minimum price point of $100 a month? You guys are doing more than $20,000 a month right now in revenue.
I don't disclose this number.
Well, you already disclosed 200 paid customers, and I already asked you what your minimum price point was, and you said $100 a month. So can't I just multiply those two together to get $20,000 a month in revenue?
Well, you can.
Great. So why would that not be accurate?
We have some volume discounts, for example. We have some other discounts, so it's kind of different.
I see. Do you think you can break $20,000 a month this year?
Yeah.
Got it. Well, hey, listen, we're rooting for you, man. Let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite book?
Maybe it will be the last book of Ben Horowitz.
Okay. The Hard Thing About Hard Things?
Yes, exactly.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Sorry, what's the question?
Is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Probably no.
Okay.
I mean, I just try to pick different ideas from different CEOs.
No problem. Number 3, besides your own, what's your favorite online tool for building Adapty?
Webflow.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Sorry, one more time.
How many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Maybe 6.
6, okay.
5.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Have a girlfriend.
Okay, no kids running around?
No kids. I'm too young for kids, I think.
How old are you?
26.
26. Last question. What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
In my 20.
When you were 20, what's something you wish you knew?
Oh man. That it's not scary to start something when you're alone.
Guys, Adapty is helping you do pricing and A/B testing live, real time on your paywalls. They launched just a year and a half, 2 years ago. They raised $500,000 to get going. Over 200 customers today as they look to continue to scale. Got their first 10 customers from a product hunt launch. Vitaly, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.